And if you need me to walk you through that, I can do that. I just can't do that right now. We have to start our live stream. We're a couple minutes late for it.
I'm looking for this.
Just, you gotta.
I got to call you back, Bonnie.
Okay.
Alrighty. Bye. Good morning. Welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream.
We're super late. Sorry about that. We're dealing with technical difficulties. Not with us. But, yeah.
Yeah. So, welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream. It is Thursday, June 30th. What do we have to talk about today?
What do we have to talk about?
I have some stuff to talk about.
Go ahead. You go first.
So I wanted to talk about like service and chain of possession in our store, because I want folks to understand kind of the normal chain of possession, like what happens with the machines when they're in our store. So a lot of machines go through this store. It's averaged over the last couple of years. I don't know why we ever showed them how to flip. The 3,000 machines a year go through this place. It's a lot of machines. You know, it is very rare, although the last couple of years there have been sometimes where there have been so many machines in the store that like we have an area up front where we'll put machines on the floor, i.e. our shelves are full. Over the last 2 years, like we've kind of modified how we've handled those shelves. Like our shelving area has grown. So this is what happens when you bring your machine in my store. The machine is tagged, and in normal times, the machine will go from the counter to the work shelf. That work shelf probably can hold, I'm guessing, somewhere around 40 to 50 machines, depending upon the size of the machines that are coming in. Those machines are not moved from that. We may kind of restock or move a machine to make room for a machine, but the machines are not moved from that shelf until they go back to, at this point, what I'm calling the daily shelf. And that is, the guys will pull sewing machines into another work shelf in the back roughly a day before their work done. So like at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day, depending upon how their work day goes, the machines move from one shelf to another. The machine is then worked on, highly tested, and then put in onto a shelf called the ready shelf in the pickup area. And at that point, the machine does not move again until you pick up the machine. I bring this up because every now and then somebody says that, their machine was kicked around or moved around or something in the store. And so I think it's important for folks to understand that the machines really aren't moved. In fact, in recent years, you ladies have probably noticed that I'm like, I don't even want your carrying case. Like, I want it to go onto the shelf, from the shelf to the back. 10 needles, long arm machines, we just don't have room for those machines on the shelves. So they are generally put on a cart. Those carts can be easily moved. And then managed that way. But the utmost care is taken with your machines. The machines are visually inspected before they leave the store, and they're fully tested before they leave the store. You're given a 90-day guarantee on the machine and the work that we do. Quite frankly, there's been discussion about changing that to a 30-day guarantee. But you know, every now and then somebody's like, yeah, I think my machine got kicked around in your store. And that's just not the way things work here. Something that can be said that will get me kind of fired up is somebody telling me that my guys lied or that my guys did something or my guys hid something from me.
We're pretty cool with them. They tell us when something happens.
No, and listen,
Because
3,000
we know
machines
things
go
can
through
happen.
here a year, and sometimes something happens. But the guys have always told us about it. We've always handled it, and we've always talked to the customer about it too. Listen, like, I scratched this, we replaced it, we take care of that in the shop. You know, my guys have been with me for 7 years. They are not infallible, but they are very honest. And so, you know, as I said, I just want to make sure that customers understand how the machines flow through the store. They literally get moved, you know, maybe 3 times. The last handful of months with the cost of gas, I've had Alex work on machines from home 1 day a week. He drives a long way to come in the store. So, you know, one of the ways that I can help him kind of control his gasoline prices and stuff like that is allow him to work from home. He has all the tools necessary to work from home. And so there is a grouping of machines that go home with him on a Saturday and come back to the store on a Tuesday. But that is the only circumstance where machines are moved more than 2 or 3 times. For the number of machines that go through the store, there are very few issues. And I mean, when I say very few issues, I'm talking a couple times a year, like 3 to 5 times a year, that the guys will come and grab me and say, hey, you know, something happened. And as I said, I trust the guys implicitly. And quite frankly, if there's something visibly wrong with the machine, it's often pointed out when the machine is dropped off. Or if something is visibly wrong with the machine when it's at the counter, it's discussed at the counter before it even leaves. But, you know, the idea that your machines could potentially be mistreated on the store while they're in the store are patently false and the product of paranoia, not fact. So, you know, it's we go out of our way and we work incredibly hard. And, you know, the amount of effort and time and energy that goes into making this place better and to make this place evolve into the best service center in Nevada are immense. And as I said, I will vigorously defend what goes on in the store and vigorously defend my guys. Like, these are our shop kids, and Mama and Daddy Bear can come out. So, and listen, the folks watching the live stream, the majority of you, we know you all. We've gotten to know you over many, many years, and you know us. But for those of you who are watching the first time, it's just so you understand, we work way too hard, and the guys work way too hard to allow someone to accuse us of something that just doesn't happen. And so, like I said, I will vigorously defend my guys. We are not infallible. Mistakes do happen, but we own those mistakes. But, it's been a funny spring. I'm ready for vacation next week. But that's just something that I want folks to understand. And we had some exemplary times over the course of the pandemic when everybody was at home and sewing all the time, and the numbers going through service were going nuts. Things were pretty messy, but just we want you guys to understand the care that goes into your machines when they're in our possession. And, as I said, like even visibly, I can look at a machine and see when something is wrong. All my people can look at a machine and see when something's wrong. So especially if something's visibly wrong with a machine, people leave their machines here for upwards of a month sometimes. Like the machines just don't get moved around. They're not getting moved around. They're not getting kicked around. Chain of possession is very careful. It goes to one shelf, it goes to another shelf, it's service tested and goes to a third shelf. And that's how it goes until it gets put into your car. What happens when it's in your possession is another story oftentimes. I literally had a lady. Do you remember the lady who dropped the machine and it rolled down the hill?
I remember a lady whose husband dropped the machine out in the parking lot.
Well, that happened too. We'll always
roll down the hill. No.
You don't remember
and how
that?
How do you know that?
So we had a woman that brought us a machine, and she brought us two machines, and one machine was so badly damaged I told her we couldn't fix it. And what she basically told us was that she lived at the top of a hill, like she had to walk up a long set of stairs to get to her house, and that she had dropped the machine when she brought it out to put it in the car, and it had rolled down the hill. And so, unfortunately, she brought me two machines, and I told her I could only repair one of those machines. We sent the machine home with her. She came back like a week later, and the second machine, you don't remember this?
Nope.
So she called me, and she talks to me, and she's like, my machine's broken. It doesn't work. You guys don't for it. And so when she came in and I unboxed the machine, it was in a plastic case. I literally was like, whoa, what happened to this machine? And so when she got home and she took the machine into the house, she got to the top of her hill and she dropped the machine and it rolled down the hill. And I was like, ma'am, I'm sorry. I can't refund your service. And next time lead with the fact that it rolled down your hill. I'm sorry. We serviced the machine, it worked, and then you got home and dropped it and it rolled down a hill. We got her a new machine, got it all set up. It's just but that's the kind of stuff we deal with sometimes. I had somebody who bought a vacuum here, took it home, put it behind the car, backed over the vacuum, and then showed up in the store the next day to claim warranty. We deal with that kind of stuff sometimes. So sometimes more than others. But anyways,
do we have
onward and
anything,
upward. Anything fun to talk about?
Do we have anything fun? So, I don't have anything to talk about.
Let's talk a little bit about next week.
I don't have anything. I mean, we talked about the contest that's going on, and I think it either got posted or it's going to get posted today.
I actually don't know.
And yeah, I have a class that's coming up this morning. We did our Surger class. It was like an elephant eating an elephant, one bite at a time, ladies. But I thought it was great. And then I'm working on the next Surger project, which is, I'm trying to decide what machine I can take with me. What I really, really want to work on is I want to work on the poinsettia panel, because I think most people have theirs. And then this is going to be the next Surger project. Isn't it cute? And it has the wave stitch. It's going to have, this is going to have a 4-thread overlock, an optional 5-thread serger or cover stitch. We're going to be doing cording and piping, and optional 3/4 belt looper binder, as well as, I'm seeing wave stitch here. So I thought this would be really fun. And did you see I got some really cute, coffee fabric in the store? Because I'm a coffee drinker. Yep.
Did you bring your coffee today?
I did.
How's your coffee this morning?
So I don't make my own coffee. Patrick makes it. He just makes such good coffee for me.
Whoa!
Ooh! Who's that on there? How do you get that off?
That's you gotta go to YouTube.
YouTube?
Well, the Facebook ladies can't see that, but we just had
Is this
somebody
it right
on
here?
YouTube. I think so.
How do I block him?
Can you see comments?
Right here?
Yeah. So click there. Let's see.
Report and then did it get taken off?
No, I think you have to
Remove. Hide user on this channel?
Yes.
Do I do both of
Yeah.
them?
No, just hide user. And remove.
Remove.
So
How did
it's still
that get there?
I don't know. Anyways, we're dealing with all kinds of fun stuff today. Yeah, somebody posted something kind of graphic on YouTube.
Well,
We
it's
were
not
like,
even
"Whoa, what?"
it's not even a picture, it's just some foul language.
Yeah. So, anyways, the so regarding next week, posted hours will be just that we're closed. That said, I know. Let's turn this off because
Okay.
they're listening to like recordings.
Got it.
Posted hours are that we're closed. I just talked to Alex, and Alex is going to be keeping relatively regular hours, and he even said he'd probably have the front door open or a sign to like check in with him in the back if he's working.
Okay.
So it does sound to me like you'll be able to pick up your machines.
Let me grab my
I think I'm going to talk to the guys just as far as when they are calling people to let them know, the store really is kind of closed, but we'll maybe have kind of top secret operations Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, potentially Saturday. Jeannie is actually going to come home from vacation a little early on Thursday just because there's so much that is meant to be delivered. Excuse me. That is meant to be delivered next week. Whoa, that was I saw a question there, but I'm not sure. I think somebody said something about or was saying that they tried to get through but couldn't get through to us yesterday. So I saw a comment there that kind of disappeared. But try to call us today. We should be here. Keep in mind, store hours are 10 till 4. People always start calling at 9, but we really start answering the phones at 10. And we'll answer until we are gone. But like last night, we left the
Let's
shop
keep 'em
at
all
probably
together.
5:30, and the phone was ringing when we left. But we were running late to
We're like,
a
"See
dinner
ya."
with my mom.
Yeah, see ya. And then we, because we did we went out and
Very
did
late Father's Day dinner with
Father's
my
Day
stepfather.
dinner. Yes, which was really, really nice. We went to, have you ever been to Bricks? Because I'd never been until we went, maybe
It was
3
during the
weeks
show.
ago?
Yeah, we went during the show.
Oh yeah, we went with
Chris.
Chris with our brother rep, and it was fantastic. And Violet and I we shared the same dish, so we get they have the best lobster ravioli on the planet, and because I always give not ravioli. Mac and cheese. I always give mac and cheese a try. I don't know about you ladies, but it's hard to beat a good mac and cheese, and theirs is my favorite in town. I try it everywhere. So, and then we had the caprese salad. It was delicious. Delicious.
Yeah. You know, she loves the coffee maker so much, Rolo, that she said this yesterday. I was like, "How are you ladies gonna live without your coffee?" And Jeannie's like, "We're taking the coffee machine."
'Cause,
The
right?
coffee machine's pretty amazing.
You know, as much as I do enjoy coffee now, I'd still rather have a boba. If you put a boba or a coffee in front of me, I'd take the boba any
Coffee's
day.
significantly better for you.
Ah, the boba's horrible. It's like calorie bombs because it's just those
It's
like
just
the big
nonstop.
tapioca. And Momo and I used to eat it together. And now when I give it to Momo, I don't give it to him anymore because I give it to him and he like puts it right here in his lips. And then
He's
it just,
like, I don't need the carbs, and he spits it out.
he spits it out. This morning he was barking at sunlight, like sunlight that was coming through the curtain.
The window was the shade was moving a little, so there was like sunlight on the wall.
He was sitting on the bed and he was like just looking up and super alert. And he's like, and we were like, what is he barking at?
Sure enough, it was the sunlight.
Mac and cheese in any form is the best.
So, we did get a shipment of pink mats yesterday. We haven't gotten through those. We will be calling folks today.
We did. We went through all of them. I have extra ones now.
Oh, you?
Did you get your? Oh, yours is up. Cheryl, yours is up there with your sticker on it. It's been up there. Sorry, did I not tell you?
What about somebody else asked?
If anyone wanted a pink mat and didn't get one,
Kathy?
I'll put it back up on the site because I didn't think I could get any more, and I was able to get some. And you just feel gorgeous cutting on your pink mat. And when you're done, when you're feeling Barbie pink, you have one side, and then when you're feeling like just whatever, who's looking forward to seeing Ken and Barbie?
Oh my God, no.
Ryan Gosling? Is that his name? Does that sound right? Is it Gosling?
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird name, huh? Gosling? Don't you think?
Not really.
Like a baby goose?
Was he the Notebook guy? Was
Ah!
that him?
Oh my God. That's one of those movies. You know how you're going through the stations and a movie comes on, like Forrest Gump? I always watch it. The Notebook? I always watch that one too. That one's, and I always cry because I picture Patrick and I in the end.
God.
I picture Patrick and I in the end on the bed together, just facing each other, and
Dead.
then both of us at the same time, holding hands. Right? Yeah. Okay.
What about Big Fish?
That was a really, really good movie too, but I don't know if it's
That's one I think you would stop and watch.
We thought that was amazing. I think I tried to watch it another time and I was like, oh, I'm bored. But maybe not. I can't remember. All right. So,
Pink Mat, Carol Dagelman says. We have these 36-inch.
They're just really pretty cutting mats by Riley Blake. They're double-sided. And
White on one side, pink on the other, right?
Yeah, if you want to look, I'll put it up on the website. I think I closed it out because we didn't have any more, and
So I did mention yesterday that we
but
did
they're for local pickup only.
Yeah,
they're
they're
big
really
and they're
tough to ship.
cumbersome
It'd
and they're
be
hard to.
really
so,
expensive to ship.
Yeah.
So the we do have the special on the chairs. Now if you said purple mat, I'm in.
I know. How gorgeous would it be if they were purple? That would have been. That to me is like. What if it was purple and turquoise on the other side?
So
Purple Saurus Rex?
So somebody asked where we're going. We're gonna actually we shifted plans. Like we're gonna do college tours in Colorado and Montana later. There was just too much driving talking about going to Colorado or to Montana. So we're going back to Park City.
Yeah, we love Park City. It's easy, and then
you just walk everywhere.
You can always get me to go to Salt Lake because there's, if you know me, this is from there. There's a Sundance outlet. So this shirt was like really expensive, but I think I paid like nothing for it at the outlet. Nothing. I bought a dress at the Sundance outlet. I am not lying. $2.
Martelli mats are purple.
Oh man, Heather, you're getting me. Hey, is anyone interested in you know how they have the booth at at the quilt show with, is it Martelli, the table that, you know, you can bring it
Koala has
up.
that too.
No, it's not this. And you can tilt one side, and it has the mat that you can flip over. Is that Martelli too? If we like hosted like a little event in the store, I was thinking about doing one of those at some point. You know what? I did want to answer some questions because Liz had asked about
The video on sashing on the butterfly.
So that wasn't part of the class. So the class was just the IQ part. It was just working with the image. I know. I did this in my own time later on, and I did the sashing. It didn't take me long to do either. But this was the class. The class was working with the line image and assigning line properties and fill properties and all of that. Auto split quilt sashing is a class that we do. This is upgrade 1. And we'll probably do one of those in the fall, and it'll show you how to use that upgrade. But that was not part of the class, and it was not recorded. I just did that one day at the store. I was like, let me finish this and do some auto split quilt sashing, and we just did it here.
Do you have any videos on sashing?
Do I have any videos on sashing?
That I made up that question. You're not.
Oh,
not there.
Well, I mean,
She's like looking for the question. Like, where is Patrick seeing that?
I'm like, who do I address? We do have, you know, I did do a video on auto split quilt sashing on one of the Kimberbell projects. And then, like I said, it's part of that. I don't have any, like, I do have that Kimberbell one. I'd have to look for that. But other than that, it would be part of the class where you do the auto split quilt sashing with upgrade 1. So we'll have to get one of those on the calendar and then show you how to do that. I believe that's them. Yeah. When will the Material Girlfriends class be held, do you think?
Was that the apron?
Oh, was that? No. What is, I don't know what that means. Kathy Richey, what is Material Girlfriends class? It's awesome. Yes. So I'll have to look into those tables, and maybe we'll have a little event where they come here. Good to see you, Miss Marilyn. Haven't seen you in a while. Anything else you can think of? So 10:30. I should see you ladies. You should have your thing should look like this. Backing, top, and
I'm gonna
this part.
call Bonnie
Whoops.
back.
This part not stitched.
Bye,
the middle
ladies.
part right here, because you will be stitching this out in class. That's what we're going to be working on. This class is going to be for the Stellar, Luminaire, Meridian, all of those gals. The Dream Machine, the Destiny. That's you. I'm talking to you. And that's the class. We only do this class probably, I'd say, like every 2 months, maybe even every 3 months, just because for some reason, I don't know why we don't always fill it up, or people can't show up, or something like that. It's a fantastic class. We're going to have so much fun. You're going to love taking it. So are you going to have a class with pattern from... Oh, yes. So I talked to Donna Rash about it. So what she's talking about, what Kathy Rouchet is talking about, is she's talking about this table runner, which is amazing. And when I saw it, I was like, we got to make that. So Donna Rash is going to be teaching that class, and she did send me an email. So next week, I'm going to work on putting some classes up on the calendar, and I think it's going to be in August. So I think we're going to let everyone kind of get through this summer. And I think she said she was going to do it in August. And she had a little format for it. Let me share that with you. I know, isn't it cute? And it's Scrappy Log Cabin is what I understand. So on August 30th from 10 to noon is going to be the piecing class. And then she is going to, so I don't know if you know this about Donna, she is a phenomenal free motion quilter. So she's absolutely amazing. And back in the day, even was it like right when I started around that time, she did the free motion classes here in the store. So she's going to do one session, because you're going to have a month to just get the project done. One session that's going to be Oh, they're both going to be on September 27th. There'll be a free motion, like an hour that's going to be the free motion, and an hour that's going to be edge to edge. So I will put that, get a description together for you. We'll get that on the calendar, and but look for that class at the end of August, and it's going to be fantastic. And you're going to be able. We're not going to kit this because look, this is just all your scrappy pinks and all your scrappy greens. That's what you're going to be using to do this. And it doesn't even have to be those colors because you can do, they had a couple different, when I asked them, well, they told me, they were like, you want to take a sample? And I was like, oh, I didn't know that was possible. Yes. They asked me if I wanted the pink, the red, or the yellow. So you have options with this. You are not, if you do not like pink, like looking at this, I go, oh, maybe I would do purple. Purple and green look so great together. Or blues. Those are my colors. But yes. So yes, material. Thank you very much, Kathy, for clarifying that for me. Yes, that is the material, girls. Okay. I need to. How many of you follow them? Because maybe we could have them do some kind of special event for us or something. I know Michelle Kelly was telling me how they do like a mystery quilt, or there's a couple of things that they do that sell out like instantly. So they are fantastic. All right, I'm going to get going. It's 10:06. I've got that class coming up. I will see some of you in that, and the rest of you will see you tomorrow for a fantastic question. Patrick, right? Okay. And then and then we'll do a super fun giveaway. So